Welcome everyone, join us today as we honour the memory of Laurel Lea, one of Australia's trailblazing pop stars of the 1950s and 60s, known for her vibrant stage presence, glamorous image and captivating voice and beauty. So let's dive in. Laurel Lea, born Lorraine May Chapman on the 3rd of October 1942, in Armidale, New South Wales, Australia. Raised in Punchbowl, Sydney, by her mother Gwen and Greek-Australian stepfather Con Leanos, she grew up in a hard-working, tight-knit family. Gwen and Con were both dedicated tennis coaches, with Gwen also maintaining the courts while Con, ever resourceful, supplemented their income by driving a taxi. Later, Con acquired an SP bookmaker license, and the couple tried their luck on Sydney's racetracks. When the bookmaking business began to falter, they moved to regional tracks, but the returns were even less promising. It was during this chapter in Lismore, regional New South Wales, that a visit to a local show sparked a turning point. They saw something magical and full of promise in the energy and spectacle of the entertainment world, and they wanted to be a part of it. Soon after, they met seasoned showman Charlie Seal Sr., who became their mentor. He helped the family take their first steps into show business, beginning with selling fairy floss and toffee apples, before expanding into a traveling performance troupe. By then, Lorraine, soon to be known by her stage name Laurel Lea, was already blossoming as a performer. Having sung since the age of 13, she had developed into a polished and confident vocalist by the time she left school. At just 15, she officially joined her parents' touring show as a singer, quickly becoming one of its highlights. Her younger brother Doug, born in 1946, would later join the troupe in the early 1960s as well, performing under the name Little Rock Billy, a talented drummer in his own right. Her big break came in the late 1950s when she was discovered by Johnny O'Keefe and signed to Leadin' Records, the influential label founded by American promoter Lee Gordon. As she stepped into the professional spotlight, Laurel adopted her now iconic stage name, modifying her surname from Leanos to Lee, and taking Laurel as her first, a name that would become well known across the country. From there, her rise was swift. Laurel shared the stage with international stars such as Crash Craddock, Bobby Riddle, and the Everly Brothers during their stadium shows in Sydney, Melbourne, and Brisbane. She also made frequent television appearances on major youth-oriented programs of the time, including 6 O'Clock Rock, Teen Time, Bandstand, and Saturday Date, where her poise, glamour, and vocal power quickly made her a household name. Inspired greatly by the style of French film star Brigitte Bardot, she adopted the glamorous look, attitude, and stage presence that would define her. Her popularity soared and she often delivered powerful renditions of current hits, earning her a devoted fanbase and positioning her among Australia's most prominent female pop singers of the era. Her first single release was I'll Save the Last Dance in December 1960, and next, Bermuda, in 1962. Laurel's journey wasn't without hardship. In 1960, she suffered a broken jaw, which forced her to pause her career for 6 months, but she made a strong comeback and remained active in the music scene. In the early 1960s, Laurel was engaged to musician and Englishman Ian Crawford, but the union would not last, and Laurel would go on to marry fellow Bandstand regular Kevin Todd. The pair were signed to CBS Records as a duo in 1963 and often performed together on stage and screen. Whilst with CBS, she also released Treasure of Your Love with B-side, What I Don't Know Won't Hurt Me. In October 1963, Laurel performed in front of an audience of 40,000 in a 2UW concert, with the roster including the Bee Gees, Lonnie Lee, Cole Joy and Judy Stone. Laurel would also support Screaming Lord Such's tour, later in 1964. She and husband Kevin Todd would have a son Mark, but their marriage was tumultuous at times, and ended in divorce within a couple of years. Next, Laurel would marry band member Mark Pettiford, which would end in divorce once more. Her last released single was in 1969 on the Parlophone record label, I Shall Take My Leave, and B-side, You're Closer to Me. During the 70s, Laurel appeared on many TV shows, including Countdown and The Ernie Sigley Show, and by the mid-1970s, as nostalgia for early Australian rock and roll began to surge, she joined a national concert tour titled The Good Old Days of Rock and Roll. Sharing the stage with fellow pioneers like Johnny O'Keefe, Johnny Devlin, Lonnie Lee, and Barry Stanton, she reconnected with longtime fans and gained new ones along the way. In the 1980s, she fronted her own band called Choc-A-Rock, singing at local clubs and pubs, showcasing her enduring passion for live performance. Laurel continued to make guest appearances on television, including regular spots on The Mike Walsh Show throughout the 1980s. Sadly, on January 31, 1992, Laurel Lea passed away from leukemia in Camperdown, New South Wales, at just 49 years old. A decade later, in 2003, she was honored in the ABC TV documentary series, Love Is in the Air, which featured archival footage of her performing Alfie and Tomorrow, reminding viewers of her immense talent and charisma. And there you have it. Though Laurel Lea is no longer with us, her impact remains undeniable. With her glamour, grit, and a golden voice to the early days of Australian pop, she was a true pioneer of her time. She may be gone, but she will never be forgotten. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos on your favorite artists. Take care and bye for now.